This video tutorial will show you how to create a new language database project in Flex. To follow along with this tutorial, you should have already installed Flex according to the instructions in Part 1 of the Flex Project Setup video series. To get started, double-click on the Flex shortcut on your desktop to open the application. It may take a few moments for Flex to start. Then click on the icon to create a new project. Wait for Flex to begin the project creation. When prompted to enter the name of the project, enter a short but descriptive name, for example, the name of the language documented. This name will be the basis of the project file names, so it may only contain the letters A through Z, the numbers 0 through 9, and the hyphen or dash. It must not contain any spaces, special characters, or diacritics. When you have entered the name, click Next. On the following screen, choose the vernacular language for your project. In Flex, the term vernacular language refers to the language that is being documented, described, or analyzed. If your project name is similar to a language name already in Flex's list of languages, you can select it from the list, then click OK. Be careful to check the ISO code and list of countries, as some languages have very similar names despite being completely unrelated. If the language does not have an ISO code assigned and does not appear in the list of languages, click on the blue link labeled Can't Find Your Language. Clicking OK will assign the language as unlisted with the special ISO code QAA. In some cases, you may wish to change the language name from the default in Flex, for example, to reflect the preferred name used by the language community. You can do this by changing the language name in large blue font. For the language name listed here, you can use diacritics and special characters, including IPA symbols if needed. When you are finished, click OK. Click Next. Now, choose the analysis language used. In Flex, the analysis language refers to the language being used for translations, glosses, etc. To change the analysis language from the default of English, click on the Choose button. If English is your desired analysis language, you can skip this part by clicking Next. Type the analysis language name into the search bar, then select a language from the list, using the ISO code and country information to identify the option that is most appropriate. Then click OK. Click Next. In the next window, you can further customize the languages and writing systems used in your project. For now, we will skip this part. Click Next to continue with the project setup. The final step asks you to choose if you would like a pre-generated list of anthropology categories. If you are unsure, choose the recommended option, then click Finish. Wait for Flex to finish configuring the project. Then it should launch and you should see a blank lexicon module like this. You have now created a new Flex project. In Part 3 of this video series, you will learn about some useful software to install alongside Flex. Make sure to check out the other Flex guides and tutorials at ELAR to learn more about configuring the language settings and using Flex.